Being as I'm the person who supervises the payroll clerk, one of the pieces that is easier for me is, again, less time required after the fact to do a double check. With the system being automated, it certainly makes for less time required to do those kinds of pieces. As well, I'm responsible to do the journal entries at the end of it, and because we have really reduced that time required to do the journal entries, I can now process payroll much quicker. Often in a pay week, our payroll will be transmitted on Monday. We get paid on Thursday, and typically by the time we are paid on Thursday, I already have all the information entered into the accounting system. So we're always current. With our old manual system, because it required 2 days to do a journal entry, we were often 4, 6, 8 weeks behind in journal entries. And now at the most, even in a bad week, we would be maybe 1 week behind. So that piece has really saved time on my end. We're putting the ownership back onto the front user. So managers are the ones setting the schedules. They know it best. So it makes sense that they would be the ones to enter it. The system automatically feeds everything over. So we don't have to make judgment calls. The payroll clerk isn't sitting there on Monday of payroll looking at a number that they can't read and trying to decide, is it a 6, is it an 8, is this sick time, is it like those different kinds of pieces. So I definitely have a lot more confidence in the accuracy of our program, which again saves time on the front side and after the fact for doing the double checks of the accuracy. Our payroll clerk is certainly able to get her work done quicker in terms of the actual processing payroll. So what used to take all day Friday before pay, and then the Monday and most of the day Tuesday to follow, is now that work is actually done by the managers in the inclusion program. The payroll clerk is simply uploading the input sheet, which is all the information, making any adjustments, any tweaks, things like that, changes from a payroll before. Other than that, payroll is essentially done. It certainly makes everything a lot quicker in that regard, as well as more accurate. There's no more need after payroll is processed to do the manual accumulators, updating all that information as well. We have some unionized programs, so there are some different reports that had to be created on a bi-weekly basis to send to the union location so that they can be posted to meet all of our union requirements. Pay stubs, again, used to be done manually by us. They were all printed off by us, torn off, stuck in envelopes and passed out. IBEX now does our pay stubs for us. The pay stubs come, they're in sealed envelopes, organized by department number. Managers come in, we just grab their stack and hand it directly to them. As well, that allows the payroll clerk in a pinch to have someone else do the distribution of the pay stubs, because the confidential information is already sealed inside the pay stubs. We were also able to take our payroll clerk from working 75 hours bi-weekly and reduce her hours down to 60 hours bi-weekly. And she's still able to get all of her work accomplished within that time period because of the automation of the program. So with working 15 hours less per pay period, she's still able to perform all of the functions, and as well does have some time available to do some of these bigger items that we were never getting to before.